Democrats, some of them are focusing their attention on the separation of migrant children and parents or adults at the border. But while those lawmakers are focusing on the treatment of children of illegal immigrants, who's talking about the American parents who lost their children at the hands of people who were in the country illegally? Ann Mendoza's son, Sergeant Brandon Mendoza, was an Arizona police officer when he was killed in a head-on collision with an illegal who was drunk driving. And she joins us right now from Phoenix with reaction. Ann, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve.
Ann, you've been listening. We were just talking to Hogan Gidley about these images are stark. From the Border Patrol, it shows inside these detention facilities. Some refer to them as cages, and I can understand why they would refer to them like that, because they do have the chain link sides. Where I come from, I'd call it like a security pen. But nonetheless, you hate to think about kids being in something like that. But at the same time, you know what the president's trying to do when he says that he's trying to have zero tolerance.
These migrants have direction from the people in South America and Mexico on how to get into America easier. Kidnappings are up in South America and Mexico. They know that if they have a child when they arrive at the border, even if they cross where it's not a port of entry, they feel that they're going to be shown more leniency because of these children. People need to start looking into what the fate of these children would have been had they been left with the people that they crossed the border with, because I think the large percentage is they are not the biological children of these adults who are coming over our border. So the facilities that they're in and the care that's being taken after they've been dragged across the desert and across Mexico for how many days and miles, and maybe not having enough water, food, and whatever, it's not inhumane treatment. And what would a homeless American child or a homeless veteran do to have those kind of facilities and 3 square meals? These are the people and that Americans and our politicians are forgetting about. Right. Those are the people who need to be cared about. There's a rape epidemic going on in North Carolina of young children by illegal aliens, and I haven't heard one politician stand up for American children who are being raped and tortured by these illegal criminals who cross our border.
Okay. Ann, the reason I mentioned it in my lead-up question to you about what the president says he's trying to do is because he just sent out a new tweet. It reads, "Why don't the Democrats give us the votes to fix the world's worst immigration laws? Where's the outcry for the killings and crime being caused by gangs and thugs, including MS-13, coming into our country illegally?" And that's exactly what you're talking about right there, isn't it?
Yes, and I'm a part of AVIAC, which is Advocates for Victims of Illegal Alien Crime, and we did send a press release out recently that said this is extortion to the American people, what these politicians are doing and trying to cram all of this immigration BS down our throats. Not providing E-Verify, not getting the proper funding for our border walls, allowing these DACA people to stay, chain migration, all of these things that they want. Where is the concern for their fellow Americans? Over 4,300 American citizens are killed every year by illegal aliens. And when have you ever heard our stories on liberal media or heard one liberal politician talk about us?
Well, we're telling your story right here. Ann Mendoza, who lost her son. Ann, thank you very much.